Hi, Missy K here on the Book Fix. Today my review is of Rats Saw God by Rob Thomas, not the Matchbox 20 guy. This is Rob Thomas, the Veronica Mars creator guy. And of course, that is the reason that I read this book, because I love Veronica Mars so much. I'm actually wearing my Veronica Mars movie t-shirt. I didn't really even plan that. So, this book, it reminded me a lot of The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which came out around the same time. This is a reprint, but I think they came out around the same time. So I think that they both kind of captured something that was very true about teenagers, and especially true about teenagers in the mid-90s. Doesn't mean that it's not still applicable in a lot of ways, but there are definitely things that feel dated. Like now it feels, I'm sure, historical to today's teenagers. It's set in the 90s, but actually it was just written in the 90s. I really liked the voice of the narrator. He was convincing without being too, sometimes teenagers' voices in novels can be convincing but also super annoying because they're teenagers, and that's what teenagers are like. But Steve is just annoying enough to be believable, and he is just trying to figure stuff out, and it's very interesting watching his journey. I think that I would probably have loved this book so much if I had read it in the 90s when I was a teenager. But as it is now, I appreciate it, and I think that it's a good work, but it doesn't quite speak to me in the same way. I guess I was maybe expecting it to be a little bit funnier because Veronica Mars is so funny. There's definitely humor in it, but it's not as funny. It's a little more on the serious side, I think. But yeah, I definitely like it, and I think that if you have kind of if you're kind of a floundering teenager or have one in your life, that this is probably a really good book for them to read.